Good afternoon, everyone. Let us start. Today we shall learn Chapter 3 Drainage System of your NCERT textbook, India Physical Environment. Now I shall present my screen. Drainage System, Chapter 3. So what do you mean by drainage and what is meant by drainage system is given in the box. So let us read. The flow of water through well-defined channels is known as drainage. The flow of water through well-defined channels is known as drainage. Say for example, this is a channel, cross section of a channel, a small channel, and the flowing of water here in this channel is known as a drainage, and the network of such channels is called a drainage system. Okay, the network of channels in which water is flowing is known as a drainage system. Say here, for example, this channel, if we look from above, from the sky, so it may be flowing like this. Okay, and here other channels may join it, another channel also may join it, like this, and so this network of channels is known as a drainage system. The drainage pattern of an area is the outcome of the geological time period, the nature and the structure of rocks, topography, slope, amount of water flowing, and the periodicity of the flow. Okay, the drainage pattern of any area is the result of geological time period, then nature and the structure of rocks, whether the rock is a soft rock or hard rock. Okay, then what is the landscape, whether it is occupied by a plateau or a mountain area, or it depends on the slope of the land, then the amount of water, the volume of water flowing in the area, and the periodicity of the flow, whether the river is a perennial one or a seasonal one. Okay, so let me repeat. The drainage pattern of any area is the outcome, is the result of the geological time period, the nature and the structure of the rock, topography, that is landscape, landform, slope, amount of water flowing, and the periodicity of the flow. And accordingly, we will find four main drainage pattern is mentioned in the box. Okay, depending on the nature and the structure of the rocks, then slopes and topography. So let us read. The drainage pattern resembling the branches of a tree is known as dendritic. Okay, the example of which are the rivers of northern plains. The drainage pattern resembling the branches of a tree is known as dendritic, and we have examples of drainage, this type of drainage pattern, like the Ganga River. Okay, here the word dendritic is derived from the Greek word dendron, meaning a tree. Okay, and it looks like this. See here. See. So this is the topography. Okay, and here the branches of the river, together with the main trunk of the river looks like a tree. Here it looks like the branches of the tree, and it looks like the trunk of the tree. and all together it looks like a tree, and hence the name is given. Okay, hence the name is given, that is dendritic drainage pattern. So next we have this radial pattern. Okay, when the rivers originate from a hill and flow in all directions, the drainage pattern is known as radial. Okay, example, the rivers originating from the Amarkantak Range present a good example of it. So for the radial pattern, when the rivers originate from a hill or a dome and flow in all directions, such type of drainage pattern is known as radial pattern, as you will find here. Okay, see in this case, for example, here we have a volcano, okay, volcanic cone, or it may be a conical hill or a dome. Okay, and here many streams are flowing down in different directions. One is flowing down here, another is flowing down towards this side, one is here, okay, another one is here, and the one is here, and on this side also, and all together see here it is flowing towards this side, and this is the peak. Okay, and it is flowing towards this side, and this type of pattern is known as radial. Okay, this is known as radial drainage pattern. So such type of drainage pattern we find in the Amarkantak Plateau as well as in Sri Lanka also. Okay, you will find radial drainage pattern because the central part of Sri Lanka is occupied by highland, and many rivers are flowing, originating from this highland and flowing into the sea. Okay, then the third type of drainage pattern is known as the trellis pattern, trellis drainage pattern. So in this case, when the primary tributaries of rivers flow parallel to each other and the secondary tributaries join them at right angles, the pattern is known as trellis. Okay, so in this case, the secondary tributaries join the main tributary at right angle. Okay, see here in this case, for example, this is the main or the primary tributary or the river, and the secondary tributaries may join in this way. Okay, in this way, right angle. See here, joins at right angle, and this is known as trellis. And you may see this diagram also. See here, this is the case of trellis drainage pattern, and see this is the main primary tributary or the main river, and these are the tributaries, and tributaries join the main river at right angle. And remember, in this case, okay, in the case of trellis pattern, it is found in the areas where there is alternate bands of hard rock and soft rock. Okay, see in this case, see here, this is a highland, and this highland is occupied by this hard resistant rock, and this is a valley occupied by the rivers, and this is covered with the soft rocks. Okay, as you will find here, so in this case, see here this is a band of this hard rock, and this is a band of soft rock, and accordingly the river follows the this soft rock. Okay, see here, the river is flowing over the soft rock, and from here also it is flowing, and it is joining here. Where there is no hard rock, then the river cuts, and such type of pattern is known as trellis pattern. Okay, where the rivers, the tributaries join the main river at right angle. Another pattern also there. In this case also, see here, in this case also, this is the main river, and the tributaries this is the tributary, and the tributaries join the main river at right angle here, and this is known as rectangular pattern. Okay, the difference between the trellis and the rectangular pattern is that in the case of rectangular pattern, the surface is covered with uniformly these hard rocks, and the river cuts following the cracks and the crevices and the joints. Okay, remember, in case of rectangular pattern, the surface is covered with these hard rocks only, and the river cuts the surface along the joints, cracks, and the crevices. Whereas in the case of this trellis pattern, the river follows the soft rock, and the surface is covered with alternate bands of this hard rock and soft rock. Okay, so this is the main difference. And the last type of drainage pattern is centripetal. And when the rivers discharge their waters from all directions in a lake or depression, the pattern is known as centripetal. Okay, when the rivers discharge their waters from all directions in a lake or depression, the pattern is known as centripetal, as you'll find here. Okay, so here in this case, here this is a depression. For example, a lake. Okay, so this is a lake, and it is surrounded by these mountain ranges, and the rivers are originating from the mountain ranges, and it is flowing into the lake. Okay, this is a river, and this is another river flowing into here. Another river is flowing into the lake in this way. Okay, and this type of pattern is known as centripetal pattern. Okay, so such type of centripetal pattern you'll find in the Imphal Valley, that is in the Manipur Valley. Okay, say at least 9 rivers are originating from the surrounding hills of Manipur and flowing into the Loktak Lake. Likewise, such type of pattern you may find in Nepal also. Okay, where these rivers are originating from the mountains and flowing into a lake. So these are the important types of drainage patterns. And remember, drainage patterns are developed, okay, this is because of the nature and the structure of rocks, topography, slope, amount of water, and the periodicity of the flow. So these are the factors affecting the types of this drainage pattern. Are you clear? Any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Then let us proceed. Here are some more important terms here. Sometimes you may come across terms like catchment area. What is a catchment area? So a river drains the water collected from a specified area, which is called its catchment area. That means catchment area is the area from where the river collects water. So it may be a mountain slope. Okay, say for example here this is a mountain slope, and a river is starting from here, okay, originating from here. So this river is collecting water from here, from this area, and this area, the slope of the mountain from where the river collects water, is known as catchment area. Then another term is the drainage basin. An area drained by a river and its tributaries is called a drainage basin. An area which is drained by a river and its tributaries is called the drainage basin. Actually, it is also somewhat similar with the catchment area, but here in this case, so this is a river, and these are the tributaries. Okay, these are the tributaries, and the river may be flowing even in the plain areas also. Here this is another tributary, and this entire area, okay, this entire area drained by this river and its tributaries is known as drainage basin. Okay, and the boundary line separating one drainage basin from the other is known as watershed. The boundary line separating the drainage basin is known as watershed. Say for example, here, okay, let us open. Say for example, this is a river system, and this is another river system. Okay, and if there is a mountain range here, and it will make a boundary, and so this boundary line is known as the watershed. If you look from above, see here, for example, this is a mountain range and a river is flowing here, or a river may be originating from here, another river is originating from here, and so this mountain or the highland is known as the water divide. Okay, is known as the water divide or the watershed. And the catchment of large rivers are called river basins, while those are small rivulets, small rivers and rills are often referred to as the watershed. Okay, here catchment areas of large rivers, big rivers, are known as river basin, while the catchment areas of small rivers and rills are known as watersheds. Okay. And there is, however, a slight difference between, as mentioned here, okay, between a river basin and with a watershed. As mentioned here, watersheds are small in area, whereas the basins cover a large area, as it is also already mentioned here. Okay, the catchment of large rivers are called river basin. That means area, okay, the drainage area of these basins cover a larger area than the watersheds. That means watersheds cover a small area. So this is the main difference between watershed and these basins, river basins. Remember, the catchment, if the catchment area is big, then we call it river basin, and if the catchment area is small, we call it watershed. And any highland or any upland separating two river systems is known as water divide. Okay. Sometimes it is also referred to as watershed. So you will find one example of watershed here. When we look, okay, at drainage map of India, see here, this line, okay, this line, just see here, this line shows an example of water divide. Okay, see here, you will find these Aravalli mountains here, you will find Delhi Rees here, okay, and here Satpura range, Vindhyan mountain ranges, Satpura, Vindhyan, okay, and here we have the Western Ghats. So all these are examples of the this water divide. Okay, so let us continue. The Indian drainage system may be divided on various bases. On the basis of discharge of water, that is orientation to the sea, it may be grouped into two types, okay, two categories: the Arabian Sea drainage and the Bay of Bengal drainage. Okay, so on the basis of discharge of water, that is orientation to the sea, Indian drainage system may be grouped into Arabian Sea drainage and Bay of Bengal drainage. And these Arabian Sea drainage and Bay of Bengal drainage are separated from each other, okay, through the Delhi Ridge, Aravallis and Sahyadris. Okay, and it forms water divide as I have shown you, okay, in this figure number 3.1. As I have shown you here, here this is the map, okay, and this line, okay, this line, okay, just this line, I think you will be showing a long line, okay, see here, and this line, so this line represents the water divide of the Arabian Sea drainage. Okay, here we have Arabian Sea Arabian Sea, and here we have this Bay of Bengal. Okay, and this line represents a water divide. Water divide means any highland or mountain separating two drainage systems. Okay, as I told you, here we have Delhi Ridge, then Aravalli Mountains, and then Satpura, Bindjan, and here we have Sahyadris. Sahyadris means the Western Ghats here. Okay. Nearly 77% of the drainage area consisting of Ganga, the Brahmaputra and Mahanadi, Krishna, etc. oriented towards the Bay of Bengal. Okay, 77% of the drainage area consisting the Ganga, the Brahmaputra, Mahanadi, Krishna is oriented towards the Bay of Bengal, while 23% comprising the Indus, Narmada, Tapti, Mahi, Periyar system discharge their waters in the Arabian Sea. Okay, Arabian Sea, and you may see this map also. Okay, just see here. Here we have this Ganga River and its tributaries. Okay, then Mahanadi River is here. Then Godavari River and its tributaries is here. Okay, then Krishna River is here, and Kaveri River is here. And this river, okay, including this Brahmaputra, okay, all these rivers constitute 77%. Okay, 77% as mentioned here, 77% of the drainage area. The remaining 23%, okay, is constituted by this Narmada River. Narmada River is here. Okay, then Tapti River is here. Then other some important short rivers are here, Periyars and others are here, and it constitutes only 23%. Okay. Next, on the basis of the size of the watershed, the drainage basin of India are grouped into three categories. Okay, major river basins, medium river basins, and minor river basins. So this classification is on the basis of size of the watershed. Okay, so major river basins with more than 20,000 square kilometer of catchment area. Okay, it includes 14 drainage basins such as the Ganga, the Brahmaputra, the Krishna, the Tapti, the Narmada, the Mahi, the Panar, Sabarmati, and the Barak. Okay, so all these rivers are classified as major river basin. Okay, the size of the major river basin is more than 20,000 square kilometer. Okay, the size of the catchment area is more than 20,000 square kilometer, and the major river basins are these Ganga, the Brahmaputra, the Krishna, Tapti, Narmada, Mahi, Panar, and Sabarmati, Barak. Okay, next we have medium river basins with catchment area between 2,000 to 20,000 square kilometer, incorporating 44 river systems such as the Kalindi, Periyar, and Meghna. Okay, the size of the catchment area for medium river basin is ranging between 2,000 to 20,000 square kilometer. Okay, the size of the catchment area must be between 2000 and 20,000 square kilometer. And the important rivers are Kalindi, Periyar, Meghna. Okay, and in this group we have 44 rivers. The names are not mentioned, but we have 44 rivers in this group. And next we have these minor river basins, okay, with catchment area less than 2000 square kilometer, including this fairly good number of rivers flowing in the area of low rainfall. So the third type of this river basin is the minor river basin, and the size of the catchment area is less than 2000 square kilometer. Almost all the rivers in India, excluding those rivers mentioned above, come under this category. Okay. And on the basis of mode of origin, okay, on the basis of mode of origin, nature and the characteristics, the Indian drainage may also be classified into the Himalayan drainage and peninsular drainage. Okay, although it has the problem of including the Chambal and Betwa zone, which are much older in age and origin than other rivers, they have their origin in the Himalayas, and it is most accepted basis of classification, and hence this scheme has been followed in this book. Okay, so on the basis of mode of origin, the Indian drainage system can be classified into the Himalayan rivers or the Himalayan drainage system. Okay, that means rivers originating from the Himalayas, and the peninsular drainage, rivers flowing in the peninsular plateau. Okay, although some problems are there to include rivers like Chambal, Betwa zone, you will find here. Okay, Betwa is here. Okay, it is originated from the peninsular Betwa. Okay, Son river is also here, it is also originating from the peninsula. Chambal river is also here, it is also originating from the peninsular plateau. However, altogether, okay, since it is a branch of Ganga river, okay, it comes under the Himalayan drainage. And when you see a physical map also, okay, when you see a physical map here also, here we have the Himalayan mountains here. Okay, here we have the Himalayan mountain ranges, all the parallel ranges are here, and many rivers are originating from here. Okay, Ganga river and its tributaries are originating from the Himalayas. Kochi is also originating, then Brahmaputra is also passing through the Himalayan mountains. Okay, and we have other peninsular rivers like this Kaveri river. Okay, just see here. So these are examples of the peninsular drainage system. Okay, and here we have this Krishna river originating from the Western Ghats, and so this is the Godavari river, okay, originating from the Western Ghats. And here we have also this Tapi river, Narmada river. So these are some important rivers of the peninsular drainage system. Okay, are you clear? Any question, boys and girls?
No, sir.
Okay, Then if you don't have questions, then let us stop here for today. Thank you very much for joining my class.
Thank you, sir.